A pot of water sits on the hot stove, bubbling away. White steam floats up, and steam seems to vanish into thin air. Where did all that water go? Why did that happen? Let's find out. A strange thing happens in every busy kitchen. You pour cold water into a shiny pot, then place it on the stove. The water just sits there at first, but something is about to change. Heat sneaks in, and bottom of the pot starts to feel warm. What's really going on under that shiny lid? Let's take a closer look at the secret life of water in a kitchen. The stove's heat moves into the pot and then into the water. Each tiny water part, called a molecule, starts to wiggle and bump around. The hotter it gets, the wilder they move. At 212 degrees Fahrenheit, about as hot as the air inside a cookie baking oven, these water molecules go into overdrive. They bounce so hard, they break free from the water and burst into the air as steam. It's a bit like popcorn kernels popping out of their shells, or a balloon stretching before it flies away. But here's something wild. The steam coming out of the pot is made of those same water molecules, just spread far apart. So, where does all that steam go? Let's follow its journey after it escapes from the pot. Steam shoots up from the pot because it's much lighter than water. Most of the time, you can't even see it. It slips right into the air, mixing in with everything around you. Sometimes, you spot a tiny white cloud right above the pot. That's just cooled off steam turning back into tiny drops, sort of like the cloud your breath makes on a chilly morning. Here comes a neat trick. Put a lid on the pot. The hot steam bumps into the cool lid and changes right back into water drops. It's like making a little rainstorm, only inside your kitchen. That's why when you lift the lid, you see water dripping down. But did you know steam can do even more than just float away or turn back into water? Let's see how powerful steam can be. Steam has a hidden talent. It can move things. Long ago, steam engines pulled heavy trains down miles of track. The hot steam pushed giant metal pistons, which made the train wheels turn. That's right, water's gas form powered whole cities. Think about blowing up a balloon. If you let it go, the air rushes out and sends the balloon flying. Steam works kind of like that, but with much more power. Even today, steam helps bake bread in special ovens and makes electricity for our homes. Power plants heat water until it turns to steam, and the steam spins huge machines called turbines. So when you see steam, remember you're looking at water's superpower. It's not just something that disappears, it's busy traveling, working, and even making your lights turn on. This round trip happens because of temperature. When things get hot, water turns into a light, invisible gas. When it cools off, it transforms right back to liquid. We watched water heat up, dance with bubbles, and change into invisible steam or tiny drops. Along the way, we found out steam can power trains, bake bread, and even help light up your room. Water's journey from pot to air is full of amazing surprises. See you next time for another adventure. That is when water changes into steam and floats away, ready for adventure. Next time you see steam rising from a pot, remember, it is just water taking a little trip through the air. Water never really disappears. It just keeps switching forms. That is the magic of water's journey. See you next time for another adventure with the Curiosity Crew.